We did a post saying, send in your questions and we will answer them to the best of our ability. And you guys were so kind because you sent in a lot of questions.
Yes, you did.
What are your favorite traditions to do as a family?
Ooh, okay, I know mine.
At the end of every day, we all say what we're thankful for. I personally love what Grace decides is her favorite part of the day and what she's thankful for. Some days, she's just like thankful for her broom. I mean, hey.
I get it.
It's great.
Yeah.
We all love brooms.
Totally.
What can people do in their communities to help save more wildlife?
Wow, well,
There's a lot of things.
yeah, I'd say the two biggest things that pretty much anyone can do anywhere in the world is one, be careful on the roads, because most people drive around, get around in cars, and that's one of the biggest reasons why we have wildlife admitted into our wildlife hospital is from road accidents. So just by slowing down, keeping your eye out for any animals on the road, letting them cross safely, and that's making a big difference. Also being responsible with your pets. So instead of leaving your cats and dogs out to run wherever they want free range, we also get a lot of animals into our wildlife hospital from pet attacks as well. So just by doing those two things, you really are making a big difference by being responsible on the roads, watching out for wildlife, and being a responsible pet owner, and you'll save a lot of animals.
I agree completely. And then also, don't ever purchase any wildlife products. The really heartbreaking thing is that our wildlife is being killed regularly to make human trinkets, and our world is desperately relying on each and every one of us to stand up and make a difference. But there's so many things that you can do at home to make a huge change for our earth. Depending on where you live, you can create little backyard habitats for wildlife in need. Like, have a little solitary beehive in your backyard. Plant native flowers and trees for your local insects and butterflies to be able to thrive and flourish. Put out a bird bath for your local birds. I mean, there are so many things that you can do. Bringing your community together to create a clean up the beach day or park day or neighborhood day. Really watching out for our wildlife and choosing to tread lightly on this planet. That's what's going to make a huge, huge difference. And of course, making all of those green choices, you know, from reusable water bottles to taking a bike to work. Those things are all going to help. And if you can just find what works best in your own lifestyle and your own world, then we're gonna make a difference. We just all have to do something. So I really appreciate that. And also, if you want to take things a step further, volunteering your time at a local wildlife organization is also really helpful. So volunteering is something that I remind everybody, if you have the time and the ability to be able to volunteer to help out at wildlife centers, it's very, very much appreciated. I can speak from experience here at Australia Zoo and our wildlife hospital. We have huge volunteer programs and we are tremendously grateful for our amazing volunteers that help out. So if you can commit your time to volunteering as well, that's another great idea for making a difference. All right, the last question that we have for today are our favorite animals.
The most important question of all, favorite animal.
It is. It is the most important.
We ask it a lot too. We ask a lot of people this question.
Yeah, we do.
Favorite animal would have to be classic Florida boy, the alligator. I love alligators because they're just a dinosaur. You look at them and they look so prehistoric. And here in Australia, we have crocodiles, which are so explosive and strike quicker than any animal, bite harder than any animal on the planet. They're really cool animals. But alligators, I just love so much because they're so mechanical. They just don't stop moving. They are so strong and they can maintain that strength over long periods of time. It's as if they just have an unending reservoir of strength. It's incredible, and I love that about them. So it would have to be the swamp puppy, the alligator.
The swamp puppy.
The swamp puppy. They're really cute. Like if you stop and take a minute, they have big old eyes on the top of their head. They are always smiling. They're really sweet.
They're very sweet. And then my favorite would have to be, okay, so my favorite animal in the world is the echidna because I think they are so cute and quirky and wild. But Our daughter Grace's favorite animal, I think, is the tortoise. She loves all animals, right? So it's always hard to tell, but she loves tortoises. So I think maybe I'm starting to really, really love tortoises. So it kind of goes echidnas and then tortoises because of her love with tortoises.
Yeah, and we've also gotten so many memories with tortoises because she loves them so much. We're always with them now.
Always with them.
Yeah.
So I just love like giant tortoises, small tortoises, tortoises eating strawberries that are bigger than their body. I just love tortoises. So yeah, I think her favorite is kind of merging into my favorite because it's so sweet. But
understandably.
Yes, but I want to thank you guys so much for the amazing questions. A lot of you guys were also asking about like future projects and what's happening on the horizon. I really appreciate all of those questions as well. We have things happening all the time. We are getting ready for our annual crocodile research trip at the moment in far north Queensland, which is really exciting. So we spend a month at the Steve Irwin Wildlife Reserve learning about crocodiles. So we work with the University of Queensland to unlock their secrets, and we're all going up there together, and it's so much fun because it's work that my dad first started many, many years ago, and now it's just really, really special to get to learn more about crocodiles and help to protect them through what we learn. So that's going to be a really good trip.
It's really amazing. It's the longest running and most comprehensive telemetry study of any animal on the planet in history. We have learned so much about crocodiles, and by learning more about something, you can help people understand it and learn to live alongside it. So that's what we hope to achieve with all of this information we're getting.
Yeah, and plus Grace just likes camping. She's just gonna be stoked to be running around. She's just like a wild child in far north Queensland, having so much fun playing in the dirt and the mud. It's awesome. And then also I have a new book coming out, which is really exciting.
You do.
Yeah, it's called You Are a Wildlife Warrior, and I'm really proud of it. So it's going to be officially released in February, but you can actually pre-order the book now in Australia and the United States. And You Are a Wildlife Warrior is all about my journey with our beautiful daughter Grace at Australia Zoo and focusing on all the conservation work that we do, hopefully inspiring the next generation of wildlife warriors and all the kids out there to love and appreciate our natural world. So I am really, really proud of this book, and it means so much to me. I hope that everyone who reads it, the families that get together to read this book, will just have a really fun adventure alongside me and Grace. So I'm thrilled about that. And just always lots of things happening here at Australia Zoo. Busy times ahead, but we are loving every minute of it. So thank you guys so much for joining us for this Q&A, and we hope to see you at Australian Zoo sometime. Oh, we're going to be doing shows in the Crocaceum.
Yes, we are. We are going to be feeding crocodiles in the Crocaceum all through the end of December into January, over that Christmas period, New Year period.
We also have some really exciting like triples feeds as well.
Yes, we do. So October to December, we'll actually be feeding crocodiles in the zoo every single day, just like Steve used to. In the zoo with a microphone, feeding crocodiles like Agro, one of the original ones, Acco, the biggest crocodile here, 60 feet long. So it's called the Triples Pond, and it's really fun. So mid-October to December, we'll be doing that every single day.
Bye guys, we hope to see you.
See you there.
Have a good one.